Hi everyone, it's Taff. Welcome back to Farming Sim 2013 on the Glenmalure map. As you can see, I've brought the... I don't know why I wouldn't see... I don't know where that came out from. It's probably the looking at the lowlands there and the low mountains reminds me of Wales, and obviously I wanted to go into male voice choir mode and start singing aloud. But I'll keep you from that, so you don't have to go through that torture. I brought this liner over to field number 16, which is the huge one. The huge one. So guess what we're going to be doing today? I do mean to do that. Let's switch that on, if I can remember. Oh god, how do I switch the damn thing on? B. Fine, B. I knew it was going to be one of those silly little things. Okay. So while we get this road into lines, obviously we are going to be picking this up to start our silage, which will be exciting, because obviously as soon as we get the silage going, the sooner we can improve the diet of our animals, with not only mixed ration, but also silage on its own. Which will be, it's a nice sweet taste for the animals, and they do love it. Great, especially through winter, that should see us through. That's picking that up nicely. So, I gauged your opinion on what we should be doing with this field. Field number 16, with its unearthly alien spaceship craft, crop circles, and the like in there. It would seem that you shared a similar opinion to myself, that we should, I don't know why I'm doing some weird stuff in my voice today, that we should use this field for growing arable crops on there, because it's just flat, big and perfect for farming. So we will be ploughing this up after this cut, and we'll be going from there. Some of the suggestions, I think as Michael and a couple of others, also suggested using the smaller field next to the farm, field 5, for... Did that go okay? That went okay. For greenhousing. So we put greenhouses on that small field, so it's right next to the muck heap. Also near the water source, because obviously you need to water the greenhouses as well. And it's right next to the farm, so when the lorry comes for collecting the fruits and the various products we make in the greenhouses, we can load it straight in from the farmyard, which is a great idea. So we'll probably be doing that. And we will plough this up. Maybe not all of... Yeah, no, I probably will plough it up. I haven't decided if we're going to do one big field. I'm kind of keen to do one big field, actually. Just so we can really start raking in some cash with like crop products, like cash products, cash crops indeed, like canola and some other things. One of the things I did discover, now you see over there through that, when we come around the corner, I'll show you a bit closer. Obviously we've got that building right in front of us is the biogas plant. It's a small biogas power station there. So that's the locality of the biogas plant. And as we come around this corner, look through the gap in the trees and you'll see a barn over there. Now, next to that barn, we've got like a silage bay, which we could put wheat chaff and stuff, or silage, and we could then sell that straight into the biogas plant for food and cash. So, yes, this field is prime location when it comes to producing biogas product and, of course, silage. So, it's a definite go. It's a definite goer. Obviously, we don't have the cutter to do things like corn, but we could, I guess, buy a chaffer and get the chaff and use that for the biogas. All very possible solutions. But look at this field, isn't it lovely? So I can't wait to, and I can't wait to see the crop circles in the field when we actually put some proper crops in there. That'll be cool. Interesting to see what they come out with. But as we drive over the crop circle, it should sort itself out. Yeah, there's some weird graphical glitch. There's probably too many I don't know, particles or too many polygons or something on the screen at once, which is causing it to go a bit weird in places, but it's not a big deal. It's not a showstopper, and I'm more than happy to put up with that. Okay, I don't know how long we're going to do this, because this could go on for quite some time. I know some of you will say I'm quite happy to watch you collect as much grass as you need to, which is great. But I am well aware that it's not everyone's favourite cup of tea. We could actually move over a little bit and use a bit more width of the blades there. Even a little bit more. There we go. That's probably utilising it as best as we can. I'm really reasonably pleased with that. Another lovely day in Glenmalure, as you can see. We might have to do a little bit of pig mucking out later, depending on how they go. Obviously, we did actually sell our pigs, so actually thinking about it, that the muck produced by them is going to be a little bit less than usual, isn't it? Well, that's another thing. Yeah, we don't have the muck. We'll probably have to buy pellet fertiliser to do this field, because we'll never have the muck or the slurry to get this one fertilised. I say we'll never. We may do. We may do. We just probably need to build it up to a level where it can sustain these fields. Oh, I've got a bit of a tank slapper going on in the tractor. Ah, recovered nicely. Recovered nicely. So let's have a look. How much cash have we got? We got 84, just under $85,000 on us. And there's a lot of things I want to get. Obviously, I want to get the more realistic combine, which is not really an upgrade from the combine we have. It's just more suitable for the mod. But it is quite pricey, so we may have to wait a couple of harvests before we can afford that. There is also the upgraded tractor that I wish to purchase, which is the John Deere. That's about 200 and something thousand as well. So again, it's a little out of our price range for the moment. Just trim the trees there. I'm going to start tailing off the. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Put some fireworks on there. You'll have proper, decent Catherine wheels. That look awesome. Can we back that up a little bit? There we go. Let's go in the cab because I can't see soddle from through the trees. And away we go. Let's have a quick check on the animals. We've only got 10 cows, so when this silage is in, I want to increase the amount of cows we have. Obviously that will increase the work, but we should be able to feed them the grass we've got stored in the barn for now, get the mixed ration going once this silage has been pickled or whatever, and obviously we can feed them silage, so that's all good. We've got 2 fields of wheat growing, so we can use the straw from that in not only the bedding for both pigs and cows, but also in the mixed ration as well. So yeah, I'm not sure, I think the cows are they that's $2,000 each. Would like to get at least another 10 cows, but I do realise the cost of that. We've got 20 sheep, which is okay. Start from there, that's fine. We've got 20 sheep and 11 chickens, and we've got we've got 7 eggs to go and pick up as well, so that's another little job for us to do. Great, let's get rid of that. Let's have a check on the pigs. Oh, wrong one. Got some sunshine and showers in the days to come by the looks of it. So wheat storage, we have 10,000 litres of wheat, we have 3,800 litres of barley, 10,300 litres of canola, which we can probably sell actually, 4,300 of corn, 14,000 of potato, 20,000 sugar beets. Now, I'm going to save those. We might sell them should we need to, but they are good food for the piggies. So that is what I'm going to... Oh, damn, I didn't want to do that. Let's go back to statistics. We hit 9, and that will tell us what we've been doing. So cow zone, they are currently at 54%, as we know. We are just feeding them grass. They have 16,000 litres of grass, so they're doing okay there. Straw, 6,000 litres, which is okay. Milk is okay, because it's obviously early morning, so it's just been emptied. And the water was okay as well. Sheep, 20 sheep, 110% productivity, which is great. Feeding trough is 1900, so we may need to check to see if they need any more grass. They got 43% wool, which is great. They're slowly getting there. And water is 1166, which is okay. Chickens, we've already discussed, they are productivity 100 because they haven't fed them wheat or water. 7 eggs to pick out. Pigs, we've got 5 adult pigs ready for the butcher. They're currently at 40%. They've got lots of silage. They've got 21,000 litres of silage. Oh, that's interesting. So we put grass in the pigs and it registers it as silage for the pigs. That is interesting. Water is 3,600, so they could probably use some more water going forward. Straw, they're okay for. Manure and slurry looks great. Okay, so that is a rundown on what we got. So we could sell that canola, or I may well hang on till we get a sale, and then we'll sell it in the sale to try and maximise our profits. Right, I'm just going to go back the same way for now, just to mix it up a little bit. Just to this is what I do. It's like I never drive the same way home all the time from work. Maybe once a week I'll just vary it up just for a change of scenery. I don't like doing things too monotonously over and over and over again. But that a little bit of excitement in there. So learning a new way home, or I know it doesn't sound that exciting, but it just takes the monotony out of things a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to actually have a look on the map. Where do we sell grain? Obviously the flashing indicator near field 15, now that is the butcher's. So we've got near field 6, we've got a couple of sale points. Now that, I believe, is the 16, sorry, where 6 is, that is the greenhouse, not the greenhouse, it's the garden centre. So that will probably be manure and straw for sale there, or a selling point. So they take both of those. So, I'll go B. I'm guessing then there's a sale point near the chicken. No, that's the horses, isn't it? So that's muck. So that's straw as well. The two selling points are near 15. Now one is going to be the flashing one is the butcher's, and the other one is going to be the biogas plant. So we've got eggs near the crossroads. So there must be. Where do we sell the grain? Oh, we'll have to have a look at the big map actually, because that's not really telling us much. There's got to be a grain store, and I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, maybe it's the brewery, the inn, because they'll buy barley and stuff. Make some brew with it, I am sure. Okay. So last time out, we discussed on the opening videos of Farming Sim 15, didn't we? And then we all said, oh, that looks pretty good, but there's a little bit too much lumber working and not any showing of the the agricultural side. That I've not heard any more, so I can't sort of let you know any more details. But one of the things I did see was a mod for this game, Farming Sim 2013, for lumber, and it was actually really quite cool. You actually get a plant, you know, like a field, and you plant fir trees or whatever you want. I don't know how many tree types there were, and obviously over the season they start to grow. They're obviously fast growing trees, and then when it comes to it, when they're mature, you can cut them down for lumber. And obviously there was a really nice, neat little mechanic using a chainsaw and a chainsaw to obviously cut the tree down, but then also to crop the branches off the tree as well, which was quite nice. And then you chop it up into chunks, which is then transported into your lumber carrying trailer, which I thought was quite neat actually. Somebody's gone to a lot of bother and they've produced a really cool little mod. Looking at it though, it seems to be set with a distinct map, which obviously the map has to be set up to be able to use all those mods in it. So I don't think it's something we can tag into an existing map, but either way, I must admit it looks pretty cool. I will keep an eye on it, see if it is something you can jump in into a normal map, and if it is, then we may well look to have a play with it, because it does look pretty good actually. I was reasonably impressed, and you know, if you know me, you know I'm not impressed easily unless it's something like adjustable mirrors or Windows demisting. Then I'm absolutely sold on the idea. Yeah. I am easily excited, and I'm easily impressed with little things. But that's all good. It's all good. It's better to be easily impressed. You're less disappointed that way. If I do this really well, then I can almost make this the last one. No, it's getting wider. It's getting wider. It's not going to happen. Oh, I missed a bit. I missed a bit. I should have concentrated on what I was doing. But this is the first job almost complete, which will be a relief to many of you watching, I am sure. Or many of you who are skipping forward until this job has been completed. But we'll get this done in time, and we'll have a cup of coffee on our break, and we'll be good to go. We might have to do this little triangle-y bit a couple of times, back and forth, but that's not a problem. Hokey cokey. Almost there, almost there. Not long now. Oh yes, talking, well, I touched on things that we would like to buy, obviously the Combine for the realistic mod, and also the John Deere I wanted to get. I also need to purchase the roller for the silage. It's not an essential buy, to be honest with you, but it's relatively cheap, and it's quite a cool little tool, and it just adds like a realistic feel to it rather than driving a tractor back and forth over it. So we'll probably purchase that because it's reasonably cheap. And I'm struggling to talk for some reason. Not like me at all. Okay, boom. She is road. So what? Yeah, she is put into rows. That field is done. Great. I'll just pop over the road and show you what I was talking about earlier with the little storage area, the barn, and the silage pit. So we'll just come out here. It is technically a road, but it's just a lane. So if I get out, look, we've got a little storage area here where we can throw our old tyres and maybe burn them when it comes to bonfire night. We've got a little tree growing in there because it's but here, look, we got a silage pit there, so that's quite good. So I'm thinking we could potentially get some silage, let's sell it in the bioplant, and that's a nice Done deal. Location, great. Okay, anything coming down there? No. Great. Let's have a look. We're going to have a look at the... When we get to the crossroads, we're going to have a quick look into the... Oh, hang on, let's have a look at that. What we've got there? We've got restaurant and pub. They could, the lodge, obviously, that's where we're going to stop to see if they buy stuff. The restaurant and pub may buy some bits and bobs. But we're just going to stop by the lodge to see if they've got like a grain sale area behind. I think they might have. I'm pretty sure that's where I've sold. Yeah, they've got a couple of sale points anyway. So I think that's where I've sold stuff in the past. But it does no harm to double check. So this is the garden centre. Now, if I remember rightly, so we've got a. Is that a grain sale? Potentially a grain sale there, actually. All I remember is there's a straw and there's a manure sale area there. Okay, so there might actually be. That looks like a grain sale, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got a grain sale there. Oh, I'm just being really stupid. I just need to see what places buy it, don't I? Oh, what a tool! What a tool! So barley is a Greenside feed. Sorry, Glenside feed. Not at the nursery. Okay. The pub buys it. The horse stables will buy barley, corn, and potato. Okay. The lodge grain store. Okay, so the lodge does have a grain store as well. Wicklow Biogas buys. Oh, the Wicklow Biogas buys the grains as well. Okay. So let's have a look in here. Ah, here we go. So this is where the lodge buys and sells stuff. Okay, great. And what we got here? We've got sacks of grain, probably some potatoes, some sugar beets. And this is where you buy seeds and fertilizer. Great. Okay, back in business. I know where everything is now. That's great. So we got it right on our doorstep. I didn't realise I was blocking up the junction. That's a longer trailer than I realised. Right. Let's get this home. Alright, as we're here, we might as well just pop into O'Donovan's and I'll show you what I am looking to buy. Right, so we are looking to buy, let's sort the machine out. There'll be the modded machines because we've got the realistic mod on it. Mods by machine, so tractors. So I'll be looking to, that's a quite nice tractor, but it's not MR, which is a shame. This one, this beast, the John Deere 7310R. It's 200,000, just shy of. So yeah, I know that there's these ones, but that's the one I want. That's the mod I want. That's the one I like. So that's the one we'll be going for. Obviously, we're a long way from buying that. Yeah, I've got some fens here as well. We could potentially get fen, but they're a bit pricey as well, which is great. Front loaders were okay for. Harvesters. Now, where is it? This is the one we got, which is combined total of about 15 grand. And this is the one we want to get, which is 45 grand. We can get the wheat cutter there, but you can also do corn as well, which is quite cool. And they're not too expensive. Obviously, that is the expensive part. They've got obviously the more expensive combines. Potentially, we could get a forage harvester, which we could then plant corn and get it into chaff, and create create the silage we need to sell at the biogas plant. That's another option, and that's only. And that, what's that far? That is a oh blimey, that's a small one though. That's a one rower for 5.5, or just under 5 grand. Potato cutter. Look, we got a 6 grand potato harvester potentially. So we need the topper, and the harvester, and we could potentially do some potatoes. Beets, we haven't got anything really. Trailer wise, trailers are trailers, aren't they? Cultivators, plows are okay, and maybe a nice big plow to do the big field, because we've only got this small plow. That's a possibility. We would need, of course, the potato harvester, which is 35. Sorry, the potato seeder, which is this the potato seeder? Or is that? Yes. So that would obviously, no, that's the potato. That's the potato one, isn't it? 45 grand. Still a bit expensive. So yeah. So potato harvesting may or may not happen just yet. And what I'm trying to get to is misc, I think. I'm going through to see if there's anything I'm missing, but I think it is misc I'm waiting for. So let's go to, let's just not hang around and go straight through to misc. Here we go. Oh wait, no, not west. We're at misc. Here we go. So what I was looking for is this 6,900, and that is that compactor for our silage, which should be great. Yeah, and that should be good to go. Oh, that was probably far more long-winded than it had to be, but it's good to talk these things through and show you what I'm thinking visually as well as just explaining it. Can we beat that red car out? Have we got the pace? Oh, oh, oh. We squeezed in. Wow, that was close. That was close and exciting. So, what to do? Right, we've gone 25 minutes now. So let's park this up, and what we can do. Wow, this is going to be a super exciting episode, isn't it? Rowing grass and looking at the shop window. Wow, something for everyone. Sorry about that. That's a dull one, isn't it? This is going to be a dull episode. Right, so we've got plenty of grass, we've got a bit of straw in there. Okay. Right, I could potentially try and reverse this into there, which will be entertaining, probably. Or am I just going to... Whoa, steady on. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, great. Right, let's have a quick check on the crops. As you can see, they're growing nicely, actually. They are growing nicely. Yes, there's our combine, there's our seeder. Great stuff. Okay, so what should we do? I don't want to get into anything too in-depth, because I don't want this episode to run on. Oh, we've got some mucking out to do. Happy days. We all like a bit of mucking out, don't we? So I will take the yellow tractor and the forage wagon to the field for next time, and we'll start collecting it. I'll do some off screen so it's not going on as long in the field, but we'll just finish it off on the screen, and by that time then we should be able to be ready to plough that field. Obviously, depending on how time progresses, we'll see how the crops grow and whether or not we get a sale point. Actually, it might be an idea just to try and... Should we sell the canola down at the... see where the best price is for canola, and we'll see if we can get rid of a couple of loads. So canola at the Wicklow biogas is 237. Wow, the Lodge grain store is 516. Okay, that's a bit of a difference, isn't it? Okay, the Lodge grain store it is then. So we're going to just do the mucking out, and then we'll take some canola to the Lodge. Let's have a look where we're going. Because that'd be nice if we get some money in. It's always nice to have a bit of money in the bank. I know we got 80 grand, but it just feels like we can't buy anything. If we get a bit of money, then potentially, depending on how much that'll bring in, we could get the compactor for one, because we'll need that for doing the silage. Boom, straight away. And then we can maybe look to get some of the potato thing, or No, we can't actually. I was going to say we could get a greenhouse, but we can't get the greenhouse until we've finished the harvest on field 5, can we? Because that's what we want to do. We want to wait till that field there gets harvested, and we'll put the greenhouses on there because it's a small field. And in the meantime, we'll put some grass in the front so we can cut some grass for the animals until we start buying numerous greenhouses, and then we can finish that off, and that'll look great. Right, so we're going to the lodge. Whoa, steady on. I'm there. We'll be very careful in this more realistic thing. The vehicles will snap away from you on speed changes and gradient changes as well, if you're not paying attention. Okay, that muck heap is getting massive, which is great news, because obviously we can clearly use all that on our fields, but if not, we could always sell it. Sell it down at the greenhouse. I keep calling it greenhouse. I keep selling it down at the garden centre. Goodness me, my brain. Okay, there you go. Piggies are mucked out pretty much for another day. There's a little bit of poo left in there, but we'll get that tomorrow. That is perfectly acceptable for now. So with that done, we will just run a couple of, maybe a load down to the lodge and see how much money we can generate from that. Great stuff. Right. I need a tractor. Shooter will do. Let's back this baby up. Who parked the trailer there, honestly? Facing that direction. Rubbish. Right. Go! I might sell that. Oh no, actually, I was going to say I might sell that bale trailer, but it might be useful for the wool, and we probably would get next to nothing for it anyway. So. Okay, we're away. Let's take a shortcut through the silage area, or designated silage area. Obviously, it's empty at the moment. I don't need to tell you that because you can see it. But okay, so what we got up here? We've got barley, wheat, canola is that one. Okay. So it's that one we're trying to put. Oh no, not that one. That's maize. Go a little bit further on. A bit further on. There we go, that should be canola. It is canola. Right. Oh, that's all we had. That's all we've got is 10,000 litres. That's fine. We'll sell that though down at the lodge. Let's see how much that brings in. Now what's it, 500? Now is that 500 per litre or is that 500 per... what was it? Let's have a quick look. Price, oh, let's go back to prices. So that is dollars per tonne. Okay. How many litres in a tonne? Anyone? It's all metrics. It's probably going to be... I don't know. I know grams in kilograms into a tonne, but I don't know litres. Obviously, litres is slightly different to exact weight, isn't it? It's a measurement, but it's not a weight. Litres is not a weight, which is a little bit tricky to try and judge how much this will be then. So let's bring up the old. Whoops, wrong way. Wow, that really didn't want to turn. look into their window. Look at that, that's really bad. Oh my goodness. We're going to bring the yellow tractor next time. This Slooter doesn't like turning sharply. There we go. Right, so we've got 84,720. We've got 10,000 litres going in. $70 odd grand. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, we're growing canola next time. On field 16 is going to be canola this time round. Trying to bring in some cash. Right, can we just... Whoa, that's sharp. I'll never make that. Okay, well, I think we know what we need to grow now. Is it worth... what else? Wicklow biogas. The prices are pretty shocking, actually. Yeah. Is that my house? Yeah, it is. So what else does the lodge do? Everything else about 200. Okay. So yeah, 500 at the lodge. That is what we want to be aiming for. Okay, great. Canola it is in the future then. Right. Oh. Plonk. There we go. So we've learned something. Canola is going to be our new cash crop, most definitely so. And we have done... we've done quite a lot of work, although it's felt a bit funny. It's been quite a lot of work. We've got all that grass rowed into nice rows on field 16, ready for next time where we can go and pick up in the forage wagon. We have checked out the shopping, and we now have a little bit more cash to play with. Oh my goodness. One big harvest of canola off that field 16. I think that could be our John Deere. I think that could be our John Deere tractor. I'm getting excited now. Okay, so that's what our aim is next time. So we'll be collecting the grass, ploughing the field, and getting that one ready for planting. We'll also keep an eye on the animals because they'll need some water and probably a bit more food as well. So we'll keep an eye on that next time. But for now, I'll leave you. Say thank you. The weather's looking beautiful, and as the plane goes over, the birds are singing, and everything is well with the world. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and join me next time for more Farming Sim at Glenmalure. So I'll see you later.